Today, we're diving into a problem I think a lot of us know all too well. What happens when you create something absolutely fantastic, but it just disappears into the noise of the internet? Well, it's a huge challenge, and we're going to break down exactly how the right strategy can make all the difference. I mean, seriously, does this question hit home for you? It's the thing that keeps creators and business owners up at night. You pour everything you have into your work, but getting it in front of the people who need it feels like an impossible task. This is the exact puzzle we're going to solve today. All right, so let's get into our case study. We're talking about a site called StratNewsGlobal. Now, this isn't just any website. It's a top-tier platform for global affairs, national security. You get the idea. It's run by seasoned journalists, it has a global readership, and by every measure, it's a phenomenal site. But here's the catch. Even the very best have to fight to be seen. So that's the bottom line right there. StratNewsGlobal had the quality part completely locked down. The real challenge was building a bridge between their incredible content and a much wider audience. An audience that was out there searching for it, but just couldn't seem to find them. They had to find a way to cut through all that static online. Now, to fix a problem like this, you can't just wing it. You can't just throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and hope something sticks. You need a rock-solid plan. So a roadmap to success was drawn up with some very specific, very targeted goals. The whole strategy really boiled down to two main goals. First up, increase traffic. The idea was simple. Get more organic visitors, actual people who are genuinely looking for this kind of information. And second, improve search engine rankings. Think of it like moving your store from a quiet side street to the busiest intersection in town. When you're on the front page, people trust you more and way more of them are going to click on your link. But, a truly great strategy is never a one-trick pony. And what I love about this is that it shows the bigger picture. It wasn't just about traffic. The plan was to also boost user engagement, to create a loyal community of readers, to build brand awareness so they'd become an even more trusted name, and even to optimize for a global audience. It was a complete 360-degree approach to growth that would actually last. Okay, so they had their goals, but how exactly did they plan to pull it off? This is where we get into the really cool stuff, the nuts and bolts, the actual toolkit of strategies they put into play to make those goals a reality. And here it is, a five-pronged attack. It was this perfect mix of building authority out in the wider web, making sure their on-site presentation was irresistible, and doing a full technical cleanup under the hood. So let's quickly break down what these actually mean in plain English. First up, backlinks. Now, this might sound super technical, but the idea is actually really simple. A backlink is just a link from someone else's website to yours, and the slide says it perfectly. It's a vote of confidence. When other high-quality, reputable websites link to you, it tells search engines like Google, hey, this site is legit. You should trust it. Next, we've got the meta title and description. I love this digital storefront analogy because it's so true. When you Google something, this is the headline and the little snippet of text you see. A really good one doesn't just tell a search engine what your page is about. It speaks to a real person. It grabs their attention and makes them think, yes, this is what I was looking for. It's your one shot to earn that click. And finally, those last three steps were all about getting the site's technical health in perfect shape. We're talking about optimizing images so search engines can see them, fixing any errors that might be tripping up the search bots, and updating the site's map. It's like paving all the roads that lead to your website and making sure all the signs are crystal clear. You're just making it as easy as possible for search engines to find and index every single page. All right, so the plan was set, the work was done. But here's the million-dollar question. Did it actually work? Let's take a look at the real-world impact this whole strategy had. And the answer is a resounding yes. The results really do speak for themselves. You can see how the achievements line up perfectly with the original goals. Traffic and rankings shot up, the experience for actual users got way better, and the whole site became a breeze for search engines to navigate. A total win. So by building up that outside authority with backlinks and by perfecting all those on-page details like the titles and descriptions, the effect was immediate and it was measurable. More and more people started discovering StratNewsGlobal through search, and the site started climbing that ladder in the search results for the topics that mattered most. And here's something that's so important to remember. Good optimization isn't just for search engine robots, it's for people. By creating a better, clearer, more compelling user experience, they saw human engagement go up. People stayed on the site longer, and that itself sends another huge positive signal back to the search engines. So, When you look at the problem, the strategy, and these amazing results, what's the one big idea we should all walk away with? Let's really boil it down. This just says it all, doesn't it? Having incredible content is only half the job. Optimization, that's the bridge. That's the hard work you do to connect all the value you've created, your knowledge, your product, your art, with the people who are out there desperately looking for it. It's what turns all of that potential into real, tangible impact. And that brings us to the final question, one for you to think about. What about your own projects, your business, your brand? Is all your great work getting the spotlight it truly deserves? Or is there a strategy just waiting to be unlocked that could unleash its full potential? Stay tuned for more such insightful stories, presented by Brand Mender.